Hey, this is Matt once again. We're about to the videos. This is the last of the 4 topics for Corey. Thank you so much for that, man. And for those interested in requesting any type of videos, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. And this would be a quick one because he wanted me to have John Lafia versus Rodman Flender. Now, if you're wondering who these guys are, good question because that'd take me a minute to remember. Really, these guys, they didn't really direct a whole lot. I know John Lafia has sadly passed away. And of the prominent films, I would say John Lafia did Child's Play 2 and Man's Best Friend. Child's Play 2, I think, is a fun sequel. I do like it. I liked all 3 of the Child's Play films. Fuck everything after it, although I do like the Child's Play 2019 film. But Bride of Chucky, Seed of Chucky, Cult of Chucky, Curse of Chucky, Team of Chucky, Viagra of Chucky, Mandy of Chucky, Bloodhook of Chucky, Chucky Lucky, Chucky in the White House. Fuck all that shit. And Man's Best Friend, I thought was okay. Not as good as Cujo, but it's a doll genetically enhanced by Lance Henriksen from Aliens, Bishop. Enhanced this dog, to do all these crazy things. Ali Sheedy from not Shitty, Ali Sheedy from The Breakfast Club and Short Circuit. She is a reporter looking into this. The dog finds her. She takes it home. Thinks it's just a stray dog, and it's a poor dog being experimented on, without realizing it has all these attributes. Like I said, I don't mind it. At times it gets a bit overly silly, like the fact the dog, okay, if it's attacked, it gets very angry and hostile. That makes sense. It could climb a tree like a jaguar or something. Okay, that's neat. It could swallow smaller creatures whole, like that creepy scene where it kills a cat. Very effective. Of course, it was hostile against the postman. It's your ass, Mr. Postman. I always remember the clip of it being featured in Friday, because they were both New Line Cinema movies. It's your ass, Mr. Postman. But when it was able to go invisible, I thought it was a bit step too far. It's like James Bond. I know there's a lot you have to take with James Bond, but invisible car, come on. Invisible dog, come on. Oh, it's like a Gecko chameleon. I don't give a fuck. Call the Gecko Geico commercials. Get some insurance then. No fucking invisibility, alright? Unless it's Hollow Man. Then we can have invisibility. But I don't mind it. I don't mind the film. Rodman Flender, the only 3 films of his I recognize is Idle Hands, which I do enjoy. I think Idle Hands is a fun movie. Has Devon Sawa, funny enough, who, speaking of Chucky, has gone to be in the Chucky TV show, where he's played multiple characters for some reason. Like he was like an asshole father, stepfather, and then he died. Then he was another guy in season 1. I think he was a priest in season 2, and I guess season 3 he's the president of the United States. Because the show's fucking bullshit. Fuck the show. You've seen it. I'm making an educated guess. And I've seen the ones I was requested, which was the first 2 or 3 episodes. You don't see more? No, unless they're requests. I always fuck the show. But Idle Hands, I like Devon Sawa in the film. His buddies, one of them is played by Seth Green. Devon Sawa, he's a slacker. He's lazy. He's fine with drifting through life until one day through circumstances, his hand gets possessed. And kind of like if you take the scene for Evil Dead 2 with the hand possessed, but make that entire movie, it does whatever it wants. I thought Devon Sawa did some nice physical acting to try and make this thing do all this stuff, which is a lot harder than you think. And I thought he had some pretty good comedy bits in there. Some nice gory bits in it too. I think he had Jessica Alba in it, I believe. Very early role from her. I think Vivica Fox was in it too. Even has a little bit of plot point like in American Wolf in London, where certain people come back from the dead to keep talking to them and haunting him. Although it was still done better here than that Tom Cruise Mummy movie. But yeah, Idle Hands I thought was entertaining. I thought it was a fun one. And the other two the guy did was Leprechaun 2 and The Unborn. Both I hated. The Unborn I know I hated, but I don't remember anything about it, so I'm not going to talk about it because I don't remember anything about it. Leprechaun 2 sucks because it's Leprechaun, and every Leprechaun movie sucks. This is like in the dictionary. Leprechaun, meaning it sucks. Lucky Charms sucks. Every movie has sucked. Maybe I could watch part 4 if it guns to my head. And I don't say pull the trigger. But I think Warwick Davis sucks in Leprechaun. If I want to watch him, I'll watch him in Return of the Jedi or Willow. He's annoying, he's aggravating, he's irritating. I don't think the jokes are funny. I don't think the characters are likable. I don't think as a threat he's not. As a goofball, I want him thrown through the wood chipper. A Leprechaun can suck my dick. So it's easy. John Lafia wins because he's got one film I enjoy, one film I thought was okay, the other are two films I hated and one I like. And Child's Play 2, I'd probably say I like more than Idle Hands, although I like both. I would say Child's Play 2 I like more because I think that's a fun sequel. I thought Andy Barclay, it was nice to see that character again. I thought the Alex Vincent was a much better kid actor than he is an adult actor. I like the stepsister, however you want to put her, Kyle. I like that character. I thought the actress did a good job. I thought Chucky, I thought they really improved on the effects and animatronics. After a few years since the first movie, you tell that the effects definitely got an upgrade on it, and so there's really stellar sequences like Chucky walking with the ruler, some nice set pieces of that. I will say there are some slow spots when you try and get to the whole they don't believe Andy, but of course we know what's going on, but we're waiting for other people to finally get their shit together and get it going. Because like we know what's going on and Andy knows what's going on, we're just waiting for these parents or step parents, I should say, to figure out what the fuck's going on, and they kick in another gear. So there's some slow spots in it, but overall, I thought it was a fun-worthy sequel, and I love the finale in the toy factory. I love the setup of it. I thought the set design, these towering pillars of dolls that becomes this maze. I thought it was a great visual touch. That there's a reason a lot of people like myself remember that. And you get some nice bits where the death scene with the guy getting his eyeballs replaced, or Chucky being more and more torn up, where he's even ripping his hand, and then put a knife in it, and then really stellar makeup effects on the and also the animatronics are making Chucky's face react in pain and anger, and just nice to watch just on a special effects front alone. Plus, I like the two lead characters. Chucky gets a fun comeuppance. I still like Child's Play 2. So, plus it has a cool poster. Sorry, Jack. Chucky's back. And Brad Dourif comes back as the voice of Chucky. Does a stellar job. Unlike Sally nowadays, where he sounds like he's 80 years old, because he's almost 80 years old. So he sounds like it. Makes sense. It's time. So John Lafia wins, because Rodman Flender, I like Idle Hands, but it doesn't beat Child's Play 2, and nothing else he made was worth a shit. In my opinion. So with that said, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.